Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yowler horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, it's the preseason opener for these two teams, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his third division championship in as many years.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
What was that? Are you kidding me?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense naturally and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second. And then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They need 12 here. It's third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Stroud looking to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down, Texans.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Vikings, 37.
Here's Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
And the Texans' first down.
Stroud to throw it. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. This is 2nd and 8.
Christian Kirk. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
McCarthy's pass.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
Ryan Stonehouse in
There is a
punt
hush
formation.
indeed. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Good open field tackling there. 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's tapped down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
First down, Houston.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Texans.
And again, it's Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
38-yard line.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Second and 9.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. They'll go for a gain of 7. And this will wind up big, a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
Now Stroud. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Fourth down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a pickup of
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
straight ahead. Here's Mason. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Complete. Jefferson the target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Aaron Jones, incomplete. Jimmy Ward, their defensive line.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The kick is
point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Texans 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston set to take over. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high power. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Here's Mills. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Mills. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Taken down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, Mills. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Davis Mills.
3rd and 8.
A loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Mills.
3rd and 8.
He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Houston.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff here to Ogunbowale. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Simmons on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt.
In formation for the Texans.
This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 40-yard line.
Ritter to throw it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Some nice running by Ritter, and he picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. M.J. Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down.
Edwards trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, Edwards. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Vikings 14.
So that drives 7
Texans
plays
6.
in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offensive coordinator and saying, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody has to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play, that's a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw his Mills. Working the middle of the field. He's got him there complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Ritter back to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Ritter from the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Smart decision by Ritter, sliding down, and he's got the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Texans.
Mills to throw it. They'll complete this one to Watson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Mills now. Throw left side to Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just one or two scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ritter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Ritter now. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
That's good for a Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
3rd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Texans 13.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain of 13.
Here's Mills. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
First down, Houston.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Mills. This is caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run. Mills again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
It's third down and goal.
Third and goal, Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Miami Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out. Did not allow him to cut upfield.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ritter to throw it. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Gain of 6. And the Vikings 1st down.
Working from the gun, Ritter. This one swung out here to Jones. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
At the 19-yard line.
He'll find Jones again, complete. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
Ritter with it after the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Lining up for the extra point.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
30-yard line.
Buying time is left. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mills. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Texans.
Mills. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the Vikings 48-yard line.
A run for Pierce out of the dome. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Handoff right side to Pierce. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Running left here on the option, Mills. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Mills. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Ritter. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Up the middle. Here's Edwards. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2. Here comes Steele. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ritter back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard
Ritter
line.
now looking to throw it this time. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a handoff to Chandler. He will push his way down to about the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And inside give to Jones. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Texans' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. This one taken in by Stover. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Complete to Bryant. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Mills back to throw. This is caught by Dare Ogunbowale. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
First down.
Now Mills. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up
Mills looking to throw it.
At the 40.
Staying on his feet.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll complete this with Watson. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock. 2nd down, goal to go. Here's Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A run with Ogunbowale. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Escape. And he will score. So how about that? Maybe a chance to get away with a tie here in this preseason battle as they get the late touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Well, they have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. Tie game. But you have to think, in the preseason, with overtime not in the cards, maybe time to take a few chances. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a gain of 8.
And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention when we get to the end of a preseason game.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.